1, 2, 3.
I've seen this perfect picture in my head, and after driving all night, now here it is. I can finally feel the sun kissing my skin, and I just wanna take it in. Yeah, I just wanna take it in. Breathe it in and out. This is what it's all about. These are the moments we live for. Once in a lifetime, everything we want and more. This is the start of a new day, the good life. Ooh, these are the moments we live for.
When I stood in the park, whispered words to the dark. It would come from the heart, sweaty hands and an old guitar. I was scared of things unknown, to walk the world on my own. But I have some less fear, not believe what I hear. Go get away.
Here we go. It has been the hottest of minutes, but we are finally back to doing regular trips again. Over the last 6 months, we have pumped countless hours into the Troopy, giving it a full makeover. We have done a few trips around New South Wales just to get a feel for the place, but we'd like to start filming again and really starting to share some of our journeys. For this trip, we decided to head southwest of Sydney. We started at Wombeyan Caves. Our main goal was Abercrombie National Park. However, it was poor research on my behalf, but when we got there, we actually realised it was closed. However, we did improvise and we made an awesome trip out of it in the end.
Don't you feel me at all?
I remember all them summers, playing till my fingers bled. You'd sing the songs and I'd sing with you, and we'd get drunk and go to bed. And looking back on all them memories, Lord, I hate to sleep alone. But if you ever get the notion that you need me, let me know. 'Cause it's just 2 hours to get there, babe. I can make it back about an hour or so. Hold you close against my skin. Need a little warmth on a night so cold. Singing songs you used to sing, even if it was a little out of tune. Harder than socks on a Jersey giant. Lord, I thought you hung the moon. I remember all them winters, drinking Woodford till we drowned. And we'd get word there was a party bundle up and go to town. I miss those nights of red.
At this point, we were just improvising. We heard about this awesome old mining town called Urandery up in the hills. You take the Mount Warong road in, and then it kind of follows on to the Kolong stock route. We expected it to kind of take the morning. However, it turned into an absolute mission. The road was heavily corrugated, shook the car to bits, and it took us about 2 hours in and then 2 hours out. The town itself was absolutely unreal. The people that are maintaining it have done an awesome job. It's definitely something to head in and see. However, if you can, I definitely recommend spending the night in there because it is an absolute mission.
'Cause it did not feel the same. Every back road had a memory, and every memory held your name. 'Cause it's just 2 hours to get there, babe. I can make it back about an hour or so. Hold you close against my skin. Need a little warmth on a night so cold. Singing songs we used to sing. That one about the lady in the long black veil. Should have seen the warning signs. Lord, I love to hear you well. High and lonesome, hard and strong. Even if it was a little out of tune. Harder than socks on a Jersey giant. Lord, I thought you were on the moon.
Might be naughty or if you find folk made love in the mornings with a few high hopes.
After we finally got back off the Mount Warong road back to the main roads, we felt a bit knackered from being on the corrugations for so long, so we pulled up for some lunch. We felt a bit defeated, however we weren't just going to end there. We decided to head into Dingo Dell and try and find a nice camp on the river.
Steer south where the river's red. Only thing they need now is each other or dead. Might went to work.
When we got to Dingo Dell, we finally felt like we got our mojo back. However, we didn't think it was a suitable enough campsite, so we ended up pushing on through the hills. And thank God we did, because we found some awesome tracks, some awesome spots by the river, and really made a good day out of it. We ended up pulling up at Boyd's River Campground, and it turned out to be a good afternoon.
I swear to God I'll fire, 'cause the stomach it keeps turning. My hands are callous rock. I'd rather die a desperate man than a man that got caught. He made it out alive and looked her in the eyes. Told his lover no more scraping by. We're gonna be richer than the big machine. I'll buy you diamonds bigger than the stars at sea. So won't you load up this bag, because my sweetheart is tired. I promise her a lie. I swear to God I'll fire, 'cause her stomach it keeps growling. My hands are callous rock. I'd rather die a desperate man than a man that got caught.
We left camp nice and early that morning and headed just down the road towards Canangra Walls, where we took in some absolutely spectacular views. After we were done there, we headed up the road towards Jenolan Caves and then made our way into Oberon.
Things that I think I need. Sometimes I feel incomplete. Yeah, but you always say to me, oh, you say someday when we're older we'll be shining like we're gold, yeah, won't we? Won't we? Yeah, someday.
After pulling up in Oberon for a coffee and some brekkie, we decided that we wouldn't end the trip there and we'd head towards Black Range to try and find some more tracks.
Someday we'll be all that we need. Someday we'll be all that we need.
We made our way into the Canangra Boy National Park. We ended up finding an awesome track called the 6 Foot Track. It's mainly used by hikers, however if you do have a pretty capable four-wheel drive you can follow along it. It goes along a ridge line and then ducks down into a creek where you make your way towards Cox River Campground.
So many times that I wish we could be anywhere but here. So many times that I wish I could see what you see is so clear, so clear. Oh, you say someday when we're older we'll be shining like the gold, yeah, won't we? Won't we? Yeah, and someday when we're older I'll be yours and you'll be mine, be happy.
Cox River was definitely a highlight for both of us on this trip. It was a nice spot to have a swim and cool off and had beautiful mountain ranges either side. Just a short hike up the river we found this awesome suspension bridge which it was a bit nervy to walk across, but it absolutely blew us away.
Someday we'll be all we need. Oh, you say someday when we're older we'll be shining like we're gold, yeah, won't we? Won't we? Someday down the line before we both run out of time, you're gonna see that someday we'll be all that we need. You bring an energy I've never felt before. Some kind of chemical that reaches through my core. Feels like as far as you and me, I've never had a choice. You feel like home. You're like the opposite of all of my mistakes. Tear down the biggest walls and put me in my place.
From Cox River, it was a short 30-minute drive back to the Great Western Highway, where we ended up making our way back to Sydney.
So if you're asking me, say, oh, how do you know?
After the trip not starting exactly how we planned, we ended up improvising and it turned into an absolutely unreal weekend. We found some awesome tracks that wound through the hills with some great campsites and some even better views. We covered a lot of ground this trip, however we're definitely only just getting started, and if this is anything to go by, we are both so excited to explore more of New South Wales.
Who is